Hello, Sheila. Hello, Gilles. Can you hear me well and can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay,
all is good, I think.
Okay, super. So first, a warm thanks for this invitation to you, Sheila, and to you, Gilles. As Nicolas has explained, this digital twins of the ocean is something that is really moving forward very fast. And this is very complicated to navigate and do it well. So I'm really looking forward to having this discussion with you all at the Marine Board, and I really appreciate this opportunity to share and to share ideas and to get some feedbacks. And this is also big monies, big funding from the European Commission. So the European Commission has really understood and decided to invest massively in this idea. So this is really a responsibility to do it well. So I will try to explain what we have in mind. You will see that our common slides with Nicolas, which is good news. But the goal is to understand if it is a scheme, a vision that is compatible with what you have in mind, and what if we could improve this a bit. So first try is to try to explain what it is, this digital twin. So as Nicolas said, there are different definitions, but if we put all the keywords, this is a virtual depiction of the ocean, aiming at being a consistent, high-resolution, multidimensional, near-real-time virtual representation of the ocean. And when you combine different sources, observations, artificial intelligence, advanced modeling, you will need high-performance computers, and then the goal is to open access to all through interactive services. So we could take time to discuss this definition. My goal is to explain what we have as a concept. So if we have this representation of the ocean, we start with the idea that there are multiple sources of information based on observations, based on generic modeling of the ocean with all the different types of parameters, but also thematic applications, people that are specialists in ecosystem, in plastic monitoring. And if we are able to gather all this information into a common pool of service infrastructures, then we believe that we can learn by sharing, learn by cross-cutting the information, and then propose informed action. I mean, the evidence-based decision. That is the goal of this digital twin ocean. So that's the philosophy behind. Now, the thing is that it has been mentioned by Nicolas. I think we are very lucky to have the European Commission, of course, but also to have this mission that is the restore our ocean and waters by 2030, which is really cross-cutting. The brilliant idea is that this is cross-cutting all the DGs, and when you can combine what is done by RTD with research project and infrastructures with what is done by DG Mare, with EMONNet that was mentioned, and other things, ocean governance, for instance, or by DG DEFIS, moving from the satellite to the ocean prediction with the Copernicus Marine Service and all the digital activities, but also reaching connect and destinationers. And we could also talk about INPA and initiative for international partnership. So the goal is to really play with this platform and see how we can combine all these assets. If we take DTO, if we say that if we start something in Europe, we want to be connected with something international, DTO has made really a fantastic work to immediately connect with the initiative everywhere, and identifying what are the different level of maturity, but also of definition of this digital twin, trying to set vocabulary. So the work of Ute has been mentioned already. And this is a program inside this UN decade that is really also stimulating innovation worldwide. And with this program DTO, you have other programs. You have Coast Predict that is taking care of the coast modeling. You have 4C that is for the open ocean. You have multiple programs and some collaborative centers to bring together this program and try to coordinate and help sharing this information, which is, for example, ocean prediction for this, where we have this digital twin activity, which is which is part of this ocean prediction. So we are working very well with Ute and all the group to combine all these things. So it means that this European digital twin ocean is from the start a component of an international network. And also, it has been from the start decided to be designed by and for and with the European marine and digital community. So just after the call from Ursula von der Leyen to have a European digital twin ocean and the decision to invest in this, we had this digital ocean forum mentioned by Nicolas. And it has been a fantastic opportunity to see all the projects and the initiatives in Europe that could contribute, national initiative or European initiative or local, and the leaders, the persons, the people that could contribute. So it was the first move. And the second one last year, we'll give you the example, something that I like a lot about the outcome of this second Digital Ocean Forum, which is a common vocabulary, architecture, infrastructures, and how to define the service offer of this digital twin ocean. So this is really something that is interesting to have in mind when we're talking about this digital twin ocean. Also, when we were working together with the different projects, we identified that there are different challenges. The first one, when we think about this digital twin, when I think as an engineer, is that we need to be robust, efficient, performant to provide a service infrastructure that is really, really working well. Otherwise, it's a nonsense. And this is a technological challenge. So by itself, this is already a challenge. But of course, if we want this to be useful, you have to have an information that is reliable, relevant, scalable from local to global, from physics to biology. And so there is a real scientific challenge. I mean, the goal to have a twin of the ocean is really a challenge. And last but not least, the impact, I mean, the use of it, the fact that it's led by demand, that it is inclusive, that we are talking with disciplines that are outside who we are at the start, each of us, sustainable, driven by the users. It means that we need to cooperate, meaning that connecting with different communities. And this is something which is very interesting, but not so easy to do. And I think we should have these three challenges in mind. Now, these two examples in this DTO infra that has been mentioned by Nicolas, this is where we are building the engineering, starting with what we have today that are the EMB and the Copernicus infrastructures, merging the data, merging the infrastructures, doing something that is the backbone of this service infrastructure platform. And one example of the multiple projects that are developing the content, the application, the tools, the data, the innovation that will feed this platform. This is DTO Model Lab, where we have different partners that are developing new ideas, a new way of combining our knowledge to develop this information. But Nicolas mentioned a lot. This is to explain how we believe we could build this digital twin ocean, fed by digital twins worldwide and in Europe in particular. We have with this DTO an architecture, a base for interconnecting all the assets. We first have to take care of the data. So there is a super data lake where we put what we have. We start with Copernicus and EMB. We are adding all the observations provided by research infrastructures and other things, including international. Then we are adding the engine which can empower all this information, artificial intelligence, traditional modeling, and you push the button, and then you have this digital twin ocean with a layer about the physics, biochemistry. Then you try to reach ecosystem, and you don't forget that you want to go to socioecology, to economics, etc., which is really challenging. But we want this digital twin ocean to be connected to something that is really the real life. And when we have done this platform, we want to interconnect with these digital twins that have been very well explained by Nicolas. And at the end of it, we have this concept of this European digital twin ocean infrastructure fed by and supporting a wide range of adding value digital twins of the ocean. So we need to combine these different concepts and play together this project to achieve this result. So we are going step by step, and we will see where we are. What I would like to mention now is what has been done by the second Digital Ocean Forum, by the community, to define what should be the offer and example, because it's not so easy to understand what is really the things. And I was impressed by the simplicity of this. The group has defined the three main offers and said, at the end of the day, of course, you will feed everyone from the citizen to policymakers, the research, etc. This is true, and you want to be interactive, and you want everyone to be able to ask questions to the ocean and get okay. But in practice, there are three main offers that will be considered with these digital twin ocean infrastructures to interact with all the twins. Is you can explore the situation, you can create something new, and you can contribute. And the contribute is interesting because it means that it keeps a bit this this value chain that is going downstream from, and you have the observations, and then at the end you have a users. The users is himself or herself contributing to that, is a providers, and we are mixing something that is, I believe, something interesting. Explore, create, contribute. If we look at explore, they say this: you can browse and access ocean data. So you will approve the way to access that, but in principle, this is what you want to do. You can extract the data if you want to use them at home. You can run predefined ocean processes and simulation scenarios. So you can play with what has been already defined by experts and put on the platform, and you can access ocean services that are hosted on that. So you enter, you're a user, you play with this super software, you access the data, and you access to the tools and services. So this is explore. So two evident examples as a start, and this is exactly what we will do, just to be sure that the minimum that we have today can be transferred into this digital twin ocean, is to try to access the EMB data. It does exist already, but through this common platform, and see if this European digital twin ocean can also offer added value services based on EMB data. So the minimum is to be able to do that in the same platform. You can access the Copernicus Marine Service data, and it was not the case before. You had two gateways, and you had to decide if you go to EMONET or Copernicus. Even if we are going closely together, the users, they had to decide. Now we would like first step minimum. This is not a breakthrough, but this is interesting to test the system. We want to propose this on the same platform, so it will be done. And then if we look at the create, when you have all the things that you can put on that, the data, the tools, etc., you can create your own data. You benefit from this virtual ocean model lab, where you can find the tools to support you. Derive predefined processes on demand, the what if scenario. You create your services. You have your marketplace yourself, and you develop what you want to do with this virtual environment. So this is really challenging, but interesting to imagine a community developing its own environment to run services that is of interest for this community and for others. And so the goal is to give access to computing hardwares and storage and all the things that could be supporting this activity. Some examples, simple examples, because I know that Ute and Georgios will give specific example on water quality and oil spill later. Just running something where you can visualize the marine heat wave and promote and outreach and explain to the world, to the policymakers or to family what is happening in this, because you have all the data and you're skilled in developing visualization. You do this kind of tools, and this is offered to the community. Or you do the same by combining all the information that are available from different places from the world through DTO or through 4C or through Cost Predict. We gather information about the heat wave worldwide, and because you're talented in doing this, you develop a tools so that you can build a service that is worldwide to explain where are the heat waves in this area. And this, we believe, could be one of the services offered by this platform, and maybe more consistent if we are thinking about the work behind proposed nature-based solutions. You're good in doing this part. You want to explain to policymakers the impact of the environment in his or her area of responsibility, and how nature-based solutions could mitigate the risk. So you build the different tools and you provide some demonstration of that. So this is typically what there are multiple projects that are developing this kind of demonstrations, and this example is from Model Lab. So, and the last one is contribute. So here your imagination is at work. You contribute what you want to share with the community, your data, your tools, your idea, but also your what if scenario, that are all the scenarios that could be predefined. What if I double the CO2 in the atmosphere? What if I stop the pollution here? And propose to the community different tools or different scenario that could contribute to help in this dialogue with the ocean. Marine protected area, this is one example. Ship routes, ship routing, pollution sources from zero pollution, nature-based solutions, aquaculture, marine plastic. This will be explained later. I don't want to continue too much. I stop with this one to say that there is something important happening in June. It has been explained already, and this is very important because we will open the first prototype of this European Digital Twin Ocean. So it's really time to see if, of course, if it works, but how we can really progress in doing this. And to close this talk, I just want to mention that when we are developing this digital twin ocean paradigm together, different twins, one infrastructure in common, we should think about this different world that are who, the people, who is this community. We must be inclusive, inviting others in our community and expanding, going to reach other communities and talk to people that we don't know and see how they could contribute to our own knowledge. Science, this is not only to ensure that we are good in what we describe, that we ensure innovation, but the trust, the fact that this digital twin ocean is not a magic box where everyone can find everything, the truth and the fake. This is not true. We must have something which is a stamp of verified by the best scientists before to release this data on tools or tools. And this is really challenging because we want to be completely open, but we want this to be trustable. The scope, it has to be relevant. It has to generate an impact. So define the scope is really an issue. And governance, that is not so even so discussed. Maybe the Barrier Board could play a role here to define the roles and the rules. This is not because this is completely open that we should not have some rules to take care of the quality of the service. And with this, I thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to this discussion with you.